What's up, fam? I go by the name of Blessons. I'm a producer and mixing engineer of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And today I want to share a quick mixing trick that I like to use to polish off my mixes and make sure my low end's gonna pop. Let's get into it.
Blessons did it.
Now, the way we're gonna accomplish this is by doing a little sidechain compression on the low end of our instrument bus. This is more of a finishing technique that I like to use towards the end of my mixes. This here is a track that I co-produced for a sync placement with another producer that goes by the name of Tempo. I'll be sure to leave his info as well as our production team page, The JRNY, in the description below. If you want to go check out the final master version, it's available on all streaming platforms as well. The name of the track is entitled Titans. Now I'm going to go ahead and let you hear a little bit of the mix so you can see what we're working with, and then we'll apply the technique together. Here we go. Alright, so before we get into this, let me draw your attention to the two tracks we're going to be working with. The instrument bus track here, alright, and then the kick 808 track here. Cool. Now the first thing we're going to do is send a copy of the kick drum signal as a trigger. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to click on an available send here. You can use any available send, you just want to make sure it's a mono send. Now I'm one of those weirdos that like to have everything organized in name. I believe I already have one named here. I'm gonna pull it up here real quick. I believe it's Kick SC. It's a mono send. Option, click to solo this out real quick. And what that's gonna do is basically send a copy of the signal anywhere we dictate supposed to go. In our case, the instrument bus. So we're gonna go back over here to the instrument bus. Now this is where all my instruments are routed, minus the drums. And just so I'm being clear here, let's go ahead and solo out this instrument bus so you can hear what I'm talking about. Right, so there's just no drums on it. Just provides a little bit more control for us. Now, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go to this last insert that I have available. As I told you, this is more of a finishing technique, so I do this towards the end of my mixes, kind of like the icing on the cake, right? And I'm gonna type in the Pro Q3. Actually, it's right here in my favorites. This is like my go-to plugin for this technique. I actually have this already set as a preset here. Instrument sidechains, what I have it labeled as. Now, these are actually my personal presets that I use on a day-to-day basis. And if you need them, I'm actually giving them away for free. So feel free to download them. I'll go ahead and leave you a link in the description below so you can go ahead and download them. But for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and build from scratch so you kind of know how to apply it and do it yourself if you need to. So the first thing we're gonna do is, remember we talked about that trigger for the kick, right? We're gonna go ahead here and type in the same thing, kick SC. All right, that's gonna be the trigger. So when the kick hits, it's gonna compress the lower portion of the instrument, right? So we're gonna go ahead here and we're gonna make a low shelf. We're gonna bring this shelf up to, let's say, about 100 hertz. Oh, not 10. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a dynamic EQ here. We're gonna bring this down about 1 dB. Okay. Then we're gonna engage the sidechain. Looks like it's already engaged for me. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and play it and dial it in, and then I'll walk you through exactly what I was doing and my thought process behind it. All right, so let's make this happen real quick. Okay, so basically what I was doing here, as you can tell, I wasn't necessarily trying to kill it, right? I just want, when that kick hits, to knock everything below 100 hertz down on the instrument bus, right? And then shoot right back up. That's why I was messing with this threshold here to kind of dial it in. So what I'll do now is I'll run it back and I'll let you hear it engaged and bypassed. That way you can hear for yourself. Notice how it's subtle, right? Keep in mind it's only 1 dB. But it's not to crush it. That's not the goal here. It's a subtle move to get the lower frequency range of all those instruments out the way every time the kick hits, to make it punch through a little bit harder. Let's go. You hear how it has that extra grit, that extra punch? That's really what we want to hear. Nothing too much. Just a little extra. Just a little bit to make our low end pop just a little more. Never get too much of that, right? Now, feel free to run it back and copy my settings. Like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description for you. So if you want to go ahead and download my free presets, you'll be able to do that. And take this technique and use it, man. Go ahead and make your low end pop a little harder. You know what I mean? All I ask is to come back after you use it and let me know how it worked out for you. Oh, and another gem before I forget. Use the same thing on your vocal bus, right? So do the same technique, just put it at the last insert. And yeah, you're gonna like this because it's gonna make your vocals pop and your drums pop. It's kind of weird how it works out, but it makes those vocals a little cleaner and that low end just sounds amazing. You'll see what I mean. Check it out and then come back and let me know. Now, if this video's helped you out in any way, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm going to continue to come back weekly and give you guys some more gems. Any questions, concerns, if you need a little bit more clarity, leave that in the comments below as well, and I'll get back to you. Again, my name is Blessons, and remember to always, always, always trust your ears. I'm out.
Blessons did it.